So this is the dream right here, living on the water in Gulf Breeze, Florida. Nothing can get better than this. It's million-dollar views, but the homes we're gonna be able to look at today might actually be more valuable than what you would expect. I did an earlier video on most affordable waterfront homes that you could check out right here, but when we look at those homes, there's a few features that are missing, something that makes those more affordable. Today, we're actually gonna look at the next level up. This is homes that feel more move-in ready. We're gonna check out two different properties that have views like this dock that I'm on right now. So full on water here in the background. This is in the bay on the north side of Gulf Breeze, this little peninsula that runs all the way from here to Navarre. So I'm excited to show you some of these houses today and some of the features that they have available for you. So let's get to it. My name is Sean Killingsworth and I'm a realtor down here at the Emerald Coast. And if you're looking to relocate down this way, whether by your second home, fully moving down here, maybe a vacation rental, make sure you like and subscribe to this video because I'll be touring all things Emerald Coast. And like for instance, this home that we're looking at today, right here in the middle of the entry-level price range to be on the waterfront. I've done a couple videos on more affordability. Next time we'll do a next higher price point, get into the luxury feel. So like and subscribe to this channel. I'll be touring all things over here, giving you an insight of what it's like to live here. My info is all below in the description box. If you'd love to reach out, you could text or call me at any point and I'll answer. So I look forward to talking with you soon, but let's keep going. Let's check out some of these houses. Gulf Breeze, Florida is so highly desirable right now. People are flocking to the Emerald Coast. I get calls actually this week, 4 different calls from people watching from their snow-filled areas of the world, whether that's North Dakota, Wisconsin. I've had a few of those this week where they're like, get me out of here. I want to be gone before next winter, as they're dealing with negative 20-degree wind chills. So we are in the winter time here. It's about 70 degrees today and sunny. So I'm thankful for that and thankful to be here. But if you're watching, you're a little bit jealous of the weather and you want to make the plan out here, Gulf Breeze is so highly desirable. So people love it for the schools, the slow pace of life, the water surrounding this whole peninsula right here, the quick access to Pensacola Beach. There's some great restaurants, amazing seafood, great festivals, community feel, so you get to know your neighbors. So many elements about Gulf Breeze that makes this place super attractional. So for this first home that we're at, this is the higher priced of the two houses we'll be looking at today. This one's $1,150,000. This puts you right at that entry level. We can only go up from here as far as luxurious, but this home has a ton of great things to offer. It is a 3-bedroom house, 3 full bathrooms, about 2,400 square feet, built in 1991. You also get 3-car garages with this property and also a really long driveway. So if you wanted to park a boat, have extra things like that, that can be really handy. This is shockingly a home built on the ground. Usually next to the water, you're on pilings, but because we're on a hill with a pretty big decline to the water, it's a flood zone X property, which is pretty amazing. Not a ton of options like that. That'll keep your insurance down and make you where you don't have to get flood insurance. It's always recommended though. We're so close to a neighborhood boat launch where you could just drive your boat in and be ready for a boat day. This home has its own boat dock. If you're interested in that as well, somewhere to place, park your boat, you can go in the backyard and just head out fishing. So super fun. It has a lot of the major things about this house updated with the roof, HVAC, like the heating and AC. You have water heaters that are newer, lots of finishes that are pretty cool. This has been used as an Airbnb. And so people will come in and stay. This home is being sold fully furnished. So that could be also a benefit to you if you're making the move out here or want a second home and don't want to have to worry about furnishing it. So this neighborhood is great and quiet. We are on the north side of Gulf Breeze, overlooking the bay, so you can see Pensacola way out far in the distance. And so I'm excited to show you this property and show you what all it has to offer. Let's run inside and take a look at it. So if you're looking for a home with a wow factor, this would be the one, because when you do walk in, their updates on this home are incredible. You walk in and it just feels great. So fully big and open, the huge kitchen island over there, the huge sectional, you have the wood burning fireplace over here. Since it was an Airbnb, they usually have some features like the pool table that you can utilize. They've got a big, decent sized dining room table in here. But man, this kitchen is so nice. I would say sleek. I don't say sleek a lot, but I feel like this cabinet style would be that. So kind of that modern era. It's a high gloss, modern pulls to it with the backsplash on there, the stainless steel appliances. I mean, the cool thing too is you would come into a property like this and already have knives and silverware and all of that ready to use. You've got the stackable ovens right here, the stainless steel fridge. Over here, I mean, these ceilings, if you could feel it, you know, see it firsthand, they're actually really tall here in the middle, probably about 20 foot. So probably 8 to 10, probably 10 foot there on the edge that goes way up to a high peak with the skylights coming in so you get that natural light. And as you're here hanging out, you're sitting on the couch or you're over here at the kitchen making food, everything gives you access and a great view to the water. So you can see the water out here. There's actually sailboats parked out there. Imagine a life like that, where you just park out and live in your sailboat. That'd be pretty cool. So the layout is basically this great room. You have a couple small bedrooms over here, and then you've got your third master on this side. So I'm gonna save the master for the end because you gotta see that shower in there. It's pretty amazing. Right in here, you would walk into the laundry room outside of the garage door. So this garage gives you access to the 3-car garage. And then we'll run over here and take a look at these bedrooms here real quick. So right before you get to the bedrooms, you have this bathroom that they've done really nice, fully tile all the way to the ceiling with the rain head system right there, the single vanity right there. And in here, you'll have your first bedroom, which is probably about 12 to 15 foot in diameter. So this size bed right here is a king size bed. That'll kind of show you how much room you have here. This room is also great because it's not your master, but they still have the amazing views out there of the water. So that would be a great feature. And a little walk-in closet that they have built-in shelving in there. Right now they have the extra linens for the cleaners and for the people that are staying here since it is being used as an Airbnb. That's also one thing you could consider is if I do want to own a property and continue it going as an Airbnb, this place is ready to go for that because you walk into this room and they already have the bunk system so that it'll give you more people to sleep, which is handy to maximize that income because you have the 1 single mattress up there, 2 down here, plus the pull-out bed right there. So this room would sleep 4. And it has a little walk-in closet as well with the built-ins and extra sheets and finishings there. And this one has its own bathroom with the really tall ceilings, again, where it just goes up with the roof. So that's a great style. A full tile shower. Again, this one's just a walk-in shower. And it's got this nice floating vanity with the big doors here. Tons of towels and things that you could use for your Airbnb. And let's run over and take a look at the master. All right, so when we get over here, this is the master. As you can tell, way big and open room. They've got the huge TV. That's probably 85-inch right there. The king-size bed, the end tables, and this one has the full walk-in closet. Again, those built-in shelves, which is super handy. Tons of places to put your things in here and organize it and make sure that's all good to go. And then this bathroom is one of my favorite parts because you walk in there and it is big and open. They've done an amazing job with the updates in here. The flooring is this wood looking tile. You have, again, this floating double sink vanity in here, and you've got the big tile shower that's a walk-in. And then this one also comes with the soaking tub. So you have access to that. And they have a little extra storage in here, most likely for the Airbnb. Yeah, so you got those extra supplies in there. One thing that I hadn't noticed yet is they've got a big TV in here as well. So you could utilize that, probably a 45-inch TV that would come with the property. So there you go, that's pretty cool. Let's run out here into this Florida room, which is basically just a patio that us Florida people, we claim as our own. All right, so when you go out here to the Florida room, a great sitting area. You've got these windows that can open up so you can enjoy the fresh air and the saltwater air that you can breathe here. The tile goes throughout this area as well, so it just continues through the whole house. There is a little step down to this room, and then you're surrounded by brick out here. They have a little dart throwing section over there. The couple fans if you need some wind flow out here, so that's really nice. And then some of the best part is definitely out here. I say some of it. This is the best part out here because you walk out here to this yard The yard does have a lot of leaves and not a lot of grass, but you know, it's not really about that. It's about these views, 180 degrees of just looking at the water. And so it's pretty calm out here today. A few waves. Sometimes this water is so calm that it looks like glass. And if it is windy, sometimes you'll get some of those waves over even on this side. But this dock, as you walk out here, is nice because you have the full fence around here just for safety. If you had a dog or something like that, you could keep it inside the fence. And then they've just refinished this deck here recently, but as you walk out here, this deck goes out here for a little while. So it's a nice walk and you can kind of look around, see fish. Usually in the shallow water, you can see a fish called mullet that you can't usually catch with a fishing pole. You usually cast net for them and they can be pretty big. I've heard they're good eating, kind of like a catfish, a little hard to clean, but pretty tasty, I've heard. You've got your own boat dock out here, which is nice, so you can actually lift it out of the water. They've got a crab trap out here, so you can just throw that out, see if you can catch some blue crabs over here. They've got a cleaning station and also a jet ski lift. So if you were coming out here, grab a seat, just kind of enjoy the amazing views. You can see the 3-mile bridge out that direction all the way to Pensacola. And this is just a super cool property with so many features that you could utilize and have that really luxury beachfront access, water access, you know, whatever you want. You have it all here at this spot. So here I am at the second property, and this home is a little bit bigger. So you're talking more square foot, also more bedrooms, and it's still waterfront. It's just a different view than the other one because I'm on the south side now of Gulf Breeze on this street called Soundside Drive, and this runs right along all of these waterfront homes. So this should be a really great water view on this side. So since we're on the south, we're overlooking Pensacola Beach behind us. So the home here offers a lot. I will say though, it has been on the market for a while. So I just talked to one of the neighbors, said maybe it needs a few repairs with this. So move-in ready is definitely close. So we'll run in and take a look at it, see what you think as far as style and vibe. It's always hard to tell from pictures. So that's why I love to do videos. So that way you can get a walkthrough of it. This is a 6-bedroom home with 3 bathrooms, about 3,000 square foot, built in 2003, and they have this one priced right below $1 million. And as you can see, it has a separated 2-car garage over here that gives you a few different options as well. So let's run over inside here, take a look at this property. Here we are inside the grand entry. And when I'm talking grand, you've got these double doors right over here, big wood doors that have the high ceilings and large windows up above those doors, and then you also walk right into this staircase with the scrolls on it. Definitely has its own vibe for this house. So in comparison to the last one, definitely the style is a little bit more dated, but it still offers like a decent amount of space and some good bones, it looks like. So in here to the right, we'll start here. You've got this room, tall ceilings in here. This could be a great office. You're at the front of the house, but it has a closet as well. So if you wanted to utilize that for a bedroom, you could. It has this little sliding door right there, so you could kind of block off that. A couple of the features of this house, it's got this little compass looking design in the tile here on the floor. In the dining room, you've got the chandelier that's silver. And then you walk in here to kind of the main area with really tall windows throughout, so you get a view of the canal right here, so that's pretty awesome. They've got a gas fireplace right over here, so this would be your living room. A little bit different on space as far as where you would put things. You might not have quite the room that the other one had for the huge sectional, but you could still break this into maybe a couple couches, chairs, a small sectional might work. The cabinets in here are this red cherry wood with a floating display up here, so you can put those extra fancy china plates that you have. And you got granite countertops here, a hand washing sink, stainless steel appliances, gas burners up here. That's pretty awesome. The backsplash, definitely you can kind of see the era with that. And so this is kind of the layout here. The tile in this room in the kitchen is different than you get through the rest of the house. This is a lighter tile, and in here it's dark. And then down here, you've got another bedroom on this side, again at the front of the house, but you walk in here, got the tall ceilings, The crown molding, this extra crown, if that's a term, I don't know, but definitely pretty big crown molding up there. You've got a little closet right over here. This room would give you plenty of space for a bed, not a problem at all. And then over this way, you have that garage, you have your full bathroom here that has a ton of detail in the tile. So this may be a style you love, kind of, I would say, Venetian era. And so you have the tub right here with the shower, the little window up there, but definitely unique. So actually, why don't you tell me in the comments what style this is? I would guess Venetian, but you might know exactly what it is. But the laundry room right in here with some cabinet space, so that would be handy. And then the other bedrooms are gonna be upstairs. So we'll run up there real quick before we go outside, because definitely outside for this water view is gonna be the favorite part of this property right here. So we're gonna run up these stairs. All right, so here I am at the top of the stairs, and I definitely need to have a few more cardio days because I'm gonna be slightly out of breath, so bear with me. You have the nice fancy chandelier with the windows over there. In here to the right, you've got the first bedroom on this floor. Different flooring again in here. This is a light wood flooring. And so this room goes back in here. You have a closet and its own bathroom. So this is most likely your master because there's a closet on this side, a closet on this side, like a his and hers style. And then in here you have the full tile shower, even the tile on the ceiling, the double sink vanity. Again, the red cabinets are keeping that theme. You got the soaking jetted tub and then a little decal that they put on the window that we call that bird Fred. So anytime you see that bird around here, everybody locally calls it Fred, even though there's probably thousands of them. So let's go over here, let's run over here and check out this next bedroom. So in here, a good amount of space. I forgot to mention amazing views. Since we are on the second story, the views from here are spectacular. You know what? Actually, I'll give you a sneak peek of the backyard while we're here. All right, so we're out here on the patio that has sliding doors to each one of these bedrooms. So you can come out here, hang out, enjoy the water. You can kind of see how this yard is shaped. It's rounded here, so a lot of water frontage, which is beautiful. Insurance doesn't love that quite as much. Even when I talked to the neighbor, she was saying, based on how much waterfront square footage you have, that'll determine on what your insurance premium is. So be aware of that. You're kind of paying for views like this when it comes to insurance. But beautiful trees, you got the really tall pines over here. You can see this canal that goes out to the sound right over there. And usually where these canals meet is where a lot of fishermen love to come fish because that's where all of the fish are moving. And so you can go out there and catch something, hopefully big if you're into fishing. I mean, seriously, with this lot, I'd put a couple sand spikes out there and sit out there, barbecue something while you're fishing. I think that would be pretty sweet. So let's run over here, take a look at some more of these bedrooms. So we have two bedrooms on this end with another bathroom that they'll share. And so these rooms are nice and big. Again, great views for this one. And the closets here are just a smaller reach-in closet. And let's look at the other bedroom here. Yeah, very similar, except you're overlooking the front of the house. So this one also has the bathroom right here that those two would share. Double sink vanity, you got the good cabinet space, and then you have a shower in here. So different style with that as well. So give me that era too if you want to put that in the comments. But definitely a little older. You could definitely do some renovations in here, turn this into a really sweet spot. The lot is super cool, so I'm excited to show you the backyard. So let's run out there right now. All right, so you got this nice covered patio with these huge sliding doors right here. So it's covered in this whole area. Nice place for if you want a barbecue grill out here. And there's the access to the laundry room right there. So this has a pretty big drop down right here, but we're gonna go out here to the yard and just see what this vibe is like out here. So anyway, they made a little bench there themselves. I wouldn't recommend sitting on that one. Looks a little rotted out, so I'm not gonna trust that, but we're gonna walk down here and look at this water. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. They built their own little dock that you could drop down to it. There's no stairs to that, so that's about 3-foot drop. I don't think I'm gonna pull any sweet ninja moves for you on video, or else I might fall in the water. But here on the edge, you can kind of see around here, see the different homes, get the water view that everybody's really dreaming about. So this is a second home. So let's compare, you know, we got this house. Actually, let's start with the first house. The first house has that updated feel, Airbnb, fully furnished. I want you to vote and tell me what your favorite is. So that one has that style. This one, you know, it's a big home, lots of character, maybe needs some more updates as far as a new paint job, maybe do the flooring, a few things like that. They're both priced similar. This one has a different style water view. Interested to see what you thought on that one. Did you like number 1 or number 2 for the water view? And then, yeah, just style. It really is your pick on, you know, what type of sweet spot you're looking for here. Down at the Emerald Coast, I mean, either one, I don't think you can go wrong, because just amazing views. Your friends are gonna love that you're down here on the water. So that was our tour for today. All right, look, I did just realize that as I was leaving, I didn't show you the garage. I kind of ran out of time today. It did have a mini split, so maybe some extra bedrooms. It says a workshop, so you'd have that to utilize maybe as a short-term rental, something like that, or extended family. Maybe you have the mother-in-law staying here, kick her over to there, so that way you can have the family on this side, something like that. However you want to utilize that space. But I did want to follow up that I missed that. I'm actually headed and late to some showings for another YouTube person that reached out this week. I'm gonna go meet over with James at some houses over in Navarre. So I'm gonna head that way, get to meet some of my clients. So that's fun. If that's you, reach out. Hey, well, thanks for hanging with me till the end, seeing a couple properties. I do hope this is helpful as you're evaluating possibly moving here to the Emerald Coast. If one of these houses are interesting to you, you wanna see more like it, make sure you reach out. My info again is all below in the description box. I'd love to hear from you. Maybe we could book a Zoom call so I can get to know you just a little bit, so I can know exactly what you're looking for at the Emerald Coast. And if it's not these couple homes that we saw today, maybe you have a specific price point, feel free to message me that price point, and I'll even plan my tours around you so you can get to know what it's like living over here at the Emerald Coast. And make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a good one.